run and jump. Look at the currents. If you're a new or returning viewer, welcome. I'm Stephen, and thanks for tuning in to Inaka Vibes. We moved to a remote southern Japanese island in 2023, and usually we share with you parts of our quiet countryside life here. Something a little different this time. A spontaneous, last-minute trip to nearby Yakushima Island. No real plan, just a quick decision the night before. A fast-paced 2-day, 1-night stay. Let the adventure begin. Subscribe to our channel and give us a like if you wish. Thanks for all the support so far. After a few morning calls, we managed to book our car on the ferry, so we quickly packed up and headed off.
So let's go to
The weather looked great for the next couple of days, which is partly why we decided on this last-minute getaway. And of course our dog Rufy came along for the fun too. Yakushima is an island you can often see from ours and is a well-known tourist destination, especially for hikes and walks, that sort of thing. Despite having lived close by for nearly 3 years, this was our first time visiting. People were always surprised when we said we'd never been before. Why not? You're so close. To be honest, we are active people, and as a lot of you know, we enjoy spending most of our free time surfing. Yakushima Island is very inconsistent when it comes to waves, and we're not really into hiking and all of that. But anyway, we're off for a visit now and looking forward to it. Obviously, it was our first time using this particular ferry route, and to our surprise, they only accept cash. Although we should know by now that that sort of thing does still happen around these parts. Thankfully, we just about had enough. In fact, I would say cash is still used quite a bit more in Japan than a lot of other countries. Otherwise, you're going to get So a reminder, don't always expect to be able to use a card or some other form of digital payment out here. We hadn't even booked a place to stay yet for the night. Might need a bit more cash later, or we'll be sleeping in the car. It's about an hour-long trip by boat, and the ferry was clean, quite modern-looking inside, and very comfortable. People told us later how run down, dirty and smelly it used to be. Glad we missed that era.
new inside here.
It's a lot newer than We happened to run into a few friends on board. We actually knew one family was going, which also helped inspire the trip a little, I guess. But meeting other friends by chance was a fun surprise, especially for our daughter Mia, who was thrilled. Yeah, it would be cool to see the coastline of that one, and also to look back and see the coastline of this one when we get there, you know. Pretty cool to spot flying fish soaring incredible distances over the water, something we'd never seen so clearly before. As I mentioned before, this trip was pretty much unplanned, but thanks to the friends we ran into on the ferry, things started coming together nicely.
Nice goofy there. Here. Goofy. Here.
While still on the boat, we managed to book a place for the night, and our friends invited us to spend some time at a river point with them soon after we arrived. First stop was to pick up some tasty breads for lunch, and then we followed our buddies to the river. Mia was especially excited. She got to ride on the back of our friend's motorbike. First time for her, and she absolutely loved it. The river was a beautiful emerald green, crystal clear water and very refreshing. We heard the water already starts getting pretty cold towards the end of summer, so this was perfect timing. There was a big rock to jump from, so the kids played in an endless loop of climbing and jumping. We're usually in the ocean. Can't remember the last time I was in a river. It's got to be Mia's first time playing around in one. It's quite fun. You just run and jump. It's not a current.
カーレントあるよね。
There was another dog enjoying the water, so I brought Rufy over.
Good boy.
He's cool around the water, but not such a fan of swimming just yet.
Good.
There was a higher place to jump in from too. Plenty deep enough, but initially I thought Mia wasn't quite ready for it. But she really wanted to try, and loads of kids had been doing it earlier in the day. In the end I said, okay, go for it. Surprise, surprise, she loved it and got in as many jumps as she could before it was time to leave. After all the river antics, we thought it'd be nice to relax in the hot spring bath. Our friends told us of a nearby onsen that offered a private family one. We gave them a ring and luckily there was a spot available, so we booked it right away. We had the whole place to ourselves for an hour. Soaking in the warm water after the river was just what we needed. Perfect way to wind down the afternoon. Turning into a stunning evening too. We did know there was actually a festival taking place on Yakushima Island tonight.
CM 出てきそう。わからないかな。とりあえず。How's that?
Okay. Yakushima water, ne?
いや、歩いて。
And we heard that someone we know will be performing on stage. Guess we'll have to enjoy the festival then too. Even on a small island, events like this bring everyone together. Great to see all the people enjoying the summer celebrations.
中でしょ、中。
Very hot.
暑い？どう？Dear.
100% sausage, yeah?
Like,
A little spicy and quite hot. There you go. Try.
美味しい？ 焼きそば？
We'll share the rest of our Yakushima Island adventure in next week's show. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and drop us a comment below if you wish. We look forward to hearing from you. And we'll see you next time.